there, and I should be able to work through this cold. But this is the fronts, man. This is what we installing now. Now I don't have no anti-seize, bro, unfortunately. I know I should get some, but I'm not gonna adjust these until I get my old one off, and I'm just gonna lower it like ½ an inch, which I'm gonna get my tape measure now and measure. Yeah, this is what I had to do. It took me forever to get the bolt off of this sway bar link. So yeah, like I said, I just went to the store, had to go grab, here they go. Had to go grab some new nuts to go on the bolt because on the original strut they welded the bolt on there, so had to go and buy some new ones. Went ahead and adjusted it so they exact same length. Maybe this one be a little bit smaller, but like I said, this got to settle. So once it settles, then yeah, it'll probably go a little bit lower. And this is what we looking like. Come on now, tell me I ain't get that on the money. Tell me I didn't lower this front on the money, bro. Look at that. What's up, guys? It's your boy Deuce back with another video. Now this video, man, we finna go ahead and install the front coilovers. Now I'm hoping this don't take me no longer than like an hour and a half, because y'all know it get dark early now. So I want to try and get both the front and the rear done today. That way tomorrow I got me a brand new fuel pump for this car. I'm gonna put my new fuel pump on, do a little bit of stuff to the box Chevy, nothing too crazy, but do some stuff to the box Chevy. And like I said, the box Chevy is pretty much done to where all I'm doing now is real small things, is little things, you feel me, like the smaller detail stuff. So I'm pretty much doing to that car now. And then like I said, the Charger, I ain't really been doing too much to this car, solely because this is my daily driver. Oh, I gotta take my door panel off because my brother broke my door handle, so gotta take the door panel off, and hopefully I don't have to buy a brand new door handle, but I might have to. But this video is about front coilovers, man. Y'all know how I used to feel about coilovers, but now that I got me a set and I've done a little bit more research and learned how to actually do them and adjust them, they're not too bad, you know what I'm saying? They're not too bad, but I feel like I still like air shocks and airbags more, you feel me? That's just my personal preference. But for this Charger, bro, these coilovers is gonna do the job. I've been needing to change out the suspension on this car because it's like when you hit a bump, it like shakes real bad and it's like real stiff. The suspension been needing to be changed, the shocks, the springs, the front struts, everything, bro, been needing to be changed. And a huge shout out and huge thank you to Flashark for sending me some brand new coilovers for my Charger, bro. So we're gonna be throwing on in this video the fronts. Next video we're gonna do the rear. I think the rear is harder than the front. I think the front is a little bit easier, so we're gonna go ahead and do the fronts in this video, do the rears in the next video. So yeah, man, if y'all want anything for y'all car from Flashark, they have stuff from headers to oil catch cans to intakes to coilovers, whatever you need, man. Go to their site. It's flasharkracing.com, and whenever you get ready to check out, put in my discount code HDC15 and get yourself some money off, man. Get yourself a discount off what you're trying to get, bro. And like I said, man, go ahead and get y'all some stuff, bro. Get y'all some stuff and make your car feel better while you drive, make your car sound better with exhaust, make your car run better, you feel me, with intakes and oil catch cans. Get y'all whatever y'all products y'all need, bro. So y'all know, like I told y'all, I try to keep my intro short when I'm actually working on the car, so y'all can actually get more footage of me actually working rather than me just talking. So let's go ahead and get out of the car. I'm gonna show y'all the coilovers. I'm gonna take the wheel off camera, and then we're gonna get the work taking off the old suspension and putting in my brand new coilovers. All right, y'all, so like I said, got brand new coilovers here from Flashark. We're gonna install the fronts in this video. Next video we're gonna go ahead and do the rear. I'm not that cold anymore because I have gloves now, so I'm pretty good. So we should be good there, and I should be able to work through this cold. But this is the fronts, man. This is what we installing now. Now I don't have no anti-seize, bro, unfortunately. I know I should get some, but I'm not gonna adjust these until I get my old one off, and I'm just gonna lower it like ½ an inch, which I'm gonna get my tape measure now and measure, because the fronts and the rears are honestly at the perfect height right now until I go ahead and change out the wheels and put 24s. And I also got to remember that the suspension has to settle once this gets on, so I don't want to lower it too much and then it be too low to where I got to take the wheels back off and adjust it again. And like I said, this is my first set of coilovers out. Y'all know how I felt about coilovers, but now that I've done my research on them and learned how to actually do them, honestly, I kind of like them. You know what I'm saying? They're not bad. Coilovers not that bad. Not as bad as I was thinking they were. I always thought they was like super hard to do and to use and stuff, but like I said, they're not really that bad. But this is the front. You'll know that because it has 3 bolts up here for the front, which you gotta pop your hood and get in the engine bay, take the old ones off and all that good stuff. And this is the rear. The spring do not go on there. The spring will sit on this like little cup thing, and that's how you adjust that. This, I probably should have got some of these cups for my box Chevy, the adjustable cups, but I don't know if they sell just regular adjustable cups for front springs, because front springs are so big. I don't know if they sell them, so I want to look that up and see. But I already got cups to put on the bottom of here already. If y'all don't know, watch my shorts, you'll see my springs and my shocks already installed on here. I just couldn't fit the cup under there because, you feel me, I don't have the tools to do that. But yeah, man, these are the front struts, these are the rear. This is spring, and that's the cup that go on the rear. The spring will sit on top of the cup just like that, and then you adjust it to however height you need it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know just yet how high I'm gonna need it until I get the old stuff off. Like I said, once I get the old stuff off, then I'm gonna sit it side by side and adjust it to where I need it. And I'm probably gonna lower this probably like just a 1/4 of an inch or maybe 1/2 an inch and do it like that. But I need to get my tape measure out so I can measure it. So yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and get right to work. Like I said, should be the front should be easy. The rear is what I don't know about. You see my front, I have 3-finger wheel gap, and I don't know if I can lower it too much. That's what I gotta remember because of that bolt in there. So I can't lower it too much. So I'm thinking maybe a 1/4 of an inch is what I might lower it to. Maybe just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Plus I'm already rubbing through my fender liner. So like I said, I can't lower it too much on the front. The rear, it's literally perfect. So I'm gonna just line it up exactly how it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not rubbing because my wheel is tilted in. So once I get my alignment and they tilt my wheel back out, I should be good there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the rear is what I'm thinking is gonna be the harder part to do. And I gotta move my speakers out so I can get the bolts that's up there. But the front, like I said, I gotta pop my hood. And I gotta get all my tools out. And I gotta get my wheel lock out because I got a wheel lock on my wheels. So pop my hood and get them bolts off. So let me go ahead, get both the front wheels off, put something behind and in front of the wheels so the car don't try to roll. And we should be good there. So let me go ahead and get this stuff off, and then I'll show y'all once we're getting ready to get everything off how to do this stuff. All right, y'all, so on the front, man, like I said, it's gonna be 3 up here. You gotta take off 1, 2, 3 on that side as well. Wheel is off. It's gonna be that bolt there, this bolt here, which it goes through, and it's a nut on this side, and that's it. So 2 down here, 3 up here. The tools I got, I don't have a big enough wrench. My wrench stop at 19. I need a 24. I need a 24, but 21 is what you're gonna need. 24 is what you're gonna need. 19 and a 13. The 13 goes up top, and yeah, the rest, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, even my ratchet wrenches that I just got from my dad stops at a 17. So I don't have a 24. I have a 19, but not a 24. So I'm gonna try and make do with what I got, and that's really all I can do. So I want to start up top though with the 13, get them 3 bolts out, and then move on. Or should I do them last? Let me think. No, I don't think it matters for now. I don't think it matters. We'll see though if it's gonna matter. So let's get these off. Like I said, I got both sides wheels off already. Well, let's get that one socket. 13. There we go. That's the right socket. I had the smaller socket. Let me get my extension. Alright, let's get these off. Tighten it. Okay, these coming off pretty, but also y'all gotta remember my car is not rusty. I don't have no rust on this car. Even though I live in the south where it snows pretty. I'm not really south, but it snows pretty frequently. I don't think I'm gonna need to keep these, but I'm gonna actually leave them up here anyways. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Even though the new coilovers came with brand new hardware for the top, but not the bottom. So I'm definitely going to have to reuse my bottom 2 bolts and nuts and stuff. But for the top, it came with 3 new nuts to go up there. And like I said, I already got both wheels off, so I can work simultaneously to get both of them done. And like I said, I'm hoping it's gonna take me no longer than an hour, so I can move on to the rear, because the rear is probably where I'm finna struggle at, especially by myself. It's the only thing I'm worried about right now is the rear. So these 3 ready to go. Let's move on to the bottom. Sit y'all there. I hope that's good for y'all to see. Alright, now let's try to, let's see, should I put the ratchet on this one? This is tight, man. Let's loosen it. 24. Alright, that's the 21. So this top one is the 21. And I'm actually finna try to use my impact to get this off, so I don't have to work too hard. Oh well. What is this, 21? I got a longer one, I think. No, I do not. Let's try this one. Maybe too big. A little bit. Do I have a 13, 16? I do not want to strip that mug. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. And it's 21. There to go. It's just, I can't get no impact or ratchet on there. I'm gonna just have to do this. Forget it. If it's strip, it's strip. Look, free spinning. Yeah. The bolt itself is just free spinning. It broke it loose. I think it's spinning inside this suspension component. Yep, I'm twisting it. I'm watching it turn. Let's see if this will work. I might have to get like some PV blaster or something. Let's see if I can get this bottom one off though, man. Already starting off bad. Freak, bro. It's not 19, I guess. I ain't got no eggs. Alright, let's try this one. So it's not a 19, it's an 18. It's just going horrible. There we go. There we go. I'm hoping this don't just drop. Maybe I should get my other jacket put under. Even though it's still got a bolt holding it in, I'd rather be safe than sorry. rather be safe than sorry. That nut welded on there. And I ain't got no hardware, bro. Come out. Yeah, that nut welded on there. Well, all right, let me try and get the rest of this out, then I'll come back to y'all, man. I'm already struggling. All right, y'all, I just came back from the store, and yeah, this is what I had to do. It took me forever to get the bolt off of this sway bar link. So yeah, I just, like I said, I just went to the store, had to go grab, here they go. Had to go grab some new nuts to go on the bolt because on the original strut, they welded the bolt on there, so had to go and buy some new ones. Got 2 of them from Royal King, and the size I got is 14 by 2. So, and I adjusted these to match the original ones. Let me go ahead and get the old ones and show y'all. Went ahead and adjusted it so they exact same length. Maybe this one be a little bit smaller, but like I said, this got to settle. So once it settles, then yeah, it'll probably go a little bit lower. And I gotta go ahead and lock it. And to lock this, like I said, you gotta use a flat head. So that's the way you gotta do it to lock the bottom. You gotta use a flat head. So let's go ahead and try to get this in. Like that, and then I'm gonna start the top and then lift this back up so I can get the bottom in and just try to make sure it don't fall. And what did I do with the bolt? Now I done lost the bolt. There you go, right here. So this is the bottom bolt that I'm saying, and I had to go get a nut for that. So let's go ahead, put these top ones in, and it started raining while I was gone at the store. Yeah. So now I'm gonna try and start so it don't just fall. There we go. Just get them started. There we go. Perfect. I think I need some washers, but like I said, it didn't come with none. I don't want to tighten it all the way because I need to be able to move it so on the bottom. So I'll tighten it in a second. So what I need to do now, I know it's hard to see. I'm sorry. What I need to do now is jack this up some. That should be good, a little more. And then get that bolt through there. There we go. And then get my nut. There's one pack already open. And then I'll put that sway bar link on last. No way, I've got the wrong, grabbed the wrong ones. Yeah, I knew I didn't. Alright, put that on. Alright, and I forgot what sizes these were. Way too big. Let's see. this one. Was it 21? Nope, not a 21. What is this? 24? It's way too big. Yeah, it's too big. What is this? 18. Let's try 20. Too low. About 21. There we go. 22. Yeah, that's it. So it's a 22 there. What size was it over here? Nope. Nope. 18. Yep. 18. Alright. Just pack that mug on. I need a longer 22. I don't think I have one though. It's a 23. Try that one. Just to make sure this mug is fully tight. Nope, that don't work too well. Let's see. What's this? That might work. Nope, too long. Ooh, it's starting to rain again. All right, let me try and finish up, man. I'll come back to y'all. All right, y'all. So I finished last night, but I only got to adjust one side, which is this passenger side, and I got this mug money. I ain't gonna lie, this passenger side is money. Now I need to take my wheel off again on the front driver's side and lower it down just a little bit. Now when I get ready to do the 24s, if I don't want to run rubber bands, I'm gonna have to get one of them extended arms. If I want to run rubber bands, I won't have to, but like I said, it all depends on that, and then I can turn up or turn down the coilovers how I need it. But like I said, I got the fitment on the front money. I don't want to go no lower because I know I'm scared to rub. And like I said, it's been a few hours, you know what I'm saying? I finished it last night, drove on it, and these coilovers feel fantastic, bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, they feel really good driving on the road. And I think they set on stiff right now, so I need to get the tool to get it off of being so stiff. But honestly, like I said, it rolled pretty good. Now I still need to do the back, which is my plan for the day, is to do the back. Hopefully the back don't be as hard. The front wasn't too hard, you know what I'm saying? It was just my bottom bolts, they kept free spinning in like my sway bar link, because I had to get some vice grips and hold one end and then get the bolt off. And then on the bottom I had to go, like I said, go get another bolt, which I showed y'all that. But like I said, man, my passenger side is money, bro. Money. One finger, that's all I can fit in there. I can't fit two, so one finger, like I said, is perfect. This is how I want it, just like this. My fender liner, try to push it back in. Can? Nope, can't. That's fine. But yeah, like I said, this side is money. Now I gotta lift the car back up and take this wheel off and redo this side, because this side is about 3 fingers and then that side is 1. So I need to lower this one a little bit. But y'all can see, man, coilovers in there, kind of. Let me try and get to this side then, see if y'all can see me in on this side. Yeah, y'all see the purple kind of flashing through. It's hard to see in there, but y'all can kind of, y'all get the idea, man. So I'm gonna get my tape measure out and take off this side and try to lower this side down, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, it's not hard lowering it, you feel me? And coilovers, like I said, they're not even that bad. I don't know what I was so afraid of, but this side I got lowered down. It's a little too high, as y'all can see. But this side over here, bro, I got it on the money. Now I'm excited to do the rear. Very excited to do the rear. and see how that turned out. So that's the only thing, man. Last night when I was finishing the front, I had to keep putting the wheel on and lowering it down. I had my extra jack, but the extra jack wasn't really giving me the idea, so I had to keep lowering it and then lifting the car back up and doing it like that, taking the wheel back off. It was a headache, but this side is dialed in perfect. Now I need to get this side perfect, and then the front will be done, and I can move on to the rear. So let me go ahead, lift my car back up, take the wheel back off, and then try to lower this down and let y'all see how it looks. So y'all stay tuned, bro. Like I said, I'm very excited and very happy. Once again, huge shout out to Flashark for sending me coilovers. And I don't know, I just never thought I'd feel this way about coilovers, and now I do. And like I said, I've been doing a lot of research on how to use them, how they work, and all that good stuff. And bro, I like them. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I like them. So let me go ahead and get the front back off on this side and then lower it down, and then we're gonna see how we looking. And like I said, I can go higher too. They can go higher, but ain't no need of me going higher when I still gotta get this this arm right here. Still gotta get an upper arm. So where that bolt connects to, I still gotta get an extended arm to be able to fit 24s and do a bigger tire. Probably not a 260, 535. Probably like, I know I don't want to go 225 or 235 because that'll be rubber bands. I don't know. We'll figure it out, man. I'll figure it out. So y'all stay tuned, bro. Yeah, let me go ahead and get this back off and adjust this side, and then I'll show y'all what we looking like. All right, y'all, so I don't remember how many rotations I did on the passenger side, so I'm basically just gonna try to eyeball it, and I don't remember what the measurement was on my tape measure. But to loosen or to lower your car, you gotta loosen this up, and then this top one you adjust. So you loosen the bottom, and then you adjust this top one. If you adjust this, that's adjusting the springs and everything, so you got to adjust the top. And to do it, you go left to lower, right to lift it, and like I said, I need to lower it down some. So what I need to do first is loosen it up with my hammer and my flathead. I know it's gonna be kind of hard for y'all to see, but I need to lower or loosen it with my flathead and my hammer first. I ain't gonna record too much of this because this video already getting pretty long. So let me see. Am I tightening it? I think I'm tightening it. Maybe I should have loosened it on camera. But also the kit did come with tools. But I was reading online, people were saying to make sure nothing comes apart, you need to do it like that. You know what I'm saying? You need to use a hammer and a flathead to loosen it. Ooh wee. Am I tightening it? There you go. So you gotta loosen that up. And then this top one, you can't see, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to put this top one up there. You gotta turn it to the left. And it's gonna be hard to do with this angle. Oh, wee. Let me try and loosen up this bottom one just a little bit. Maybe that'll help me. Sheesh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so let me try and do this off camera and figure out which way I need to go. I keep forgetting, bro. But you basically got to loosen this lower one, and this top one you got to turn it to lower it down. But like I said, I need to get my tape measure first, measure what it's at now, and then I think I was a little bit below 6 inches on the passenger side. Yeah, see, I'm over 7. I'm about 7 1/4 right now. So I think I was a little bit below 6, so I need to come probably back down. That's a little too much. Probably about 5 3/4, probably a little bit more than 5 3/4 where I need to go. So let me go ahead, try to lower this down, put the wheel back on, see how it is. Basically how I gotta keep doing it, because like I said, I forgot how many rotations I did on the passenger side, and I forgot the measurement, and I don't feel like taking that wheel off, so I'd rather just eyeball it. So let me go ahead and get this done, and then I'll show y'all the end result with both wheels on the car and the car back on the ground. All right, y'all, after an hour and a half of playing around with these coilovers, I finally got both sides even, matching, and the car is lowered in the front now. Now all I gotta do is the rear, and I'm super excited to go ahead and get into this. I'm gonna try to make this short and sweet to the point. But yeah, man, this is what we looking like. Come on now. Tell me I ain't get that on the money. Tell me I didn't lower this front on the money, bro. Look at that. Now I got one finger gap, and remember the suspension's still gonna settle. So it might go about 1/4 of an inch lower, which I think will be okay, because it shouldn't touch my tire, and the springs is stiff. So as of right now, you feel me, I can soften it up and then it'd be real bouncy, but as of right now, they're stiff, so it shouldn't rub at all. And then we come over here, it's the exact same. Got a 1 finger gap, and that's it, and that's how I wanted it. Perfect. Now usually I don't like lowered cars. I hate slam cars. I hate cars all the way on the ground, because you rub everything. But lower cars, it's a hit and miss with me, you know what I'm saying? Certain lower cars I like, and the way I got this now, I think it's perfect, and I love it. Now the car, obviously it ain't super low, but it's lowered, you know what I'm saying? And I still got to do the rear. I don't know if y'all can tell, but the car is now leaning at an angle because the rear still has the stock suspension. I need to go ahead and get them stock shocks out and the stock springs, and then put in my Flashark coilovers, and then the car be money, and then dial in the rear suspension. So like I said, I got this front perfect in this money. It took about an hour and a half, but it's well worth it, bro. And obviously I got to replace my front lip, but it's broken, you know what I'm saying? So I don't mind it being broken right now because the car is lower, and I need to get used to the car being this low, because I'm so used to the stock suspension. With these 22s, the car is a little bit higher, so I need to get used to the car being this low again. And I don't think if I go over any speed bumps, I'm gonna rub on the front, but I want to see before I go ahead and replace my front lip, you know what I'm saying? But that, like I said, I don't know. It depends on really where you go, because certain speed bumps are low and certain speed bumps are a little bit taller. So that's why I want to see if it's gonna rub the front bumper, because this SRT front bumper compared to the stock front bumper is a little bit lower down, so I got to remember that as well. So that's what I'm saying. Once I go over like a few bumps and stuff in the road and speed bumps and stuff, and I see that it's not gonna rub, or if how bad it does rub, then I'll go ahead and order my new lip. So y'all gotta stay tuned for that. But it looks like my front, this one is bowed in a little bit now. It looks like it. Or it could be my tires just turned, or my wheels just turned. But yeah, man, I think I got this on the money. Y'all let me know what y'all think, bro. How y'all think it turned out? I know it's a little hard for y'all to see on this side, but like I said, on the money. 1 finger. So like if I can't fit 2 fingers in, just one finger go in on both sides. And I got them both even. Used my tape measure, measured everything. 1 finger, can't do 2, just 1. On the money, bro, I'm telling you, on the money. Now also, whenever I gotta take these tires off, these wheels and tires, and put on the stock, what are they, 16, 17s, this car is gonna be on the ground, because it was on the ground with the stock suspension, and I had the stock wheels on when I blew the tires, and I had to take these 22s off. It was already on the ground, so it's really gonna be on the ground then. It's mainly because of the front bumper. Like I said, this front bumper is a little bit lower down compared to the original, or the stock one for my 3.5. The SRT one is a little bit lower down. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Stay tuned, man. Next video I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the rear. So let's get on back to work, man. I'll catch y'all in a second for the outro. All right, guys, so that's gonna be the end of this one, man. Like, I'm super excited. I can feel how much lower the car is, man, because usually, like when my uncle's car is in front of me, I can't see the ground like that because of my wheels and stuff. But now with this new suspension, like, I even feel it now, that how the car is leaning to the front right now. And y'all know that's how most drag cars be, but this ain't no race car, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going for that. I'm going for looks and style, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about it being fast, because like I said, it's my daily driver for now. Once I go ahead and get my pickup truck, then I'll worry about motor swapping and all that stuff. But as of right now, I'm not motor swapping it, because this is my only car I drive every day. So give me a pickup truck, then I can drive it every day. I want a 4-wheel drive truck. Be good for the winter, be good for towing. Yes, I cut my finger too messing with these coilovers, but like I said, everything is dialed in and completed, bro, and I'm super happy. So once again, a huge shout out and a huge thank you to Flashark. Use my code HDC15, get yourself a discount off whatever you're trying to get. And I hope y'all enjoy, bro. Hope y'all like the coilover. So I love y'all, appreciate y'all. Keep God first and God bless, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.